The power is Nintendo.
Now you're playing with power.
Game Boy からゼルダの伝説
No good!
Wow, so cool.
Excellent!
You will now receive the Fist of Fury.
Yeah, what up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger. Yeah, what up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger.
Need to score! He's got a hot hand!
There's secret holes that you go into.
You will now receive the Fist of Fury.
Hey yo, Parvination. What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. It's good to see you. This is America's #1 online video game personality, Ben, the Parvinator Parvin. Wishing you guys a happy Wednesday and a happy Let's Beat Diddy Kong Racing Day, right? Everybody knows this holiday. It's the day where the streamer finally beats the game. What's going on, friends? How's it going? Good to see you guys. I'm stoked. We got a good stream lined up for you today. I am gonna try to beat Diddy Kong Racing. It's been a long time coming. We're gonna see if I can get it done. No guarantee, but we are close to the end. We've got just a little bit more to do. We've got 2 time trial races and then the final boss. And that final boss, so the balloons, once we beat the final boss, those balloons will be flying. Even if I accidentally triggered them just now.
Excellent!
But yeah, we don't have that much more left in the game, but we are at the hardest stuff in the game. So, content-wise, it might not seem that much, but difficulty-wise, it could be quite challenging. But we'll get into it. We'll see what we can do. In addition, though, I've got a really fun gamer lifestyle segment lined up for you guys. We're going to get into some game birthdays. And we had a whole bunch of stuff that launched on this day in history. You guys are going to love it. One of those games is one I haven't gotten around to, but I really want to play sometime, which is Contra 3, The Alien Wars. I always thought it looked really cool. We're actually going to be celebrating the Japanese release of that game. I'd like to apologize for this North American box art that's on your screen here. Ugh, sorry about that. We're also going to talk a little bit about well, I mean, it's our main story tonight. Is now we're not going to talk a little bit about it. We're going to talk a lot about some layoffs that were just announced from Sony. You know, serious stuff here. 900 plus employees laid off. And yeah, I'm just going to break it down for you guys, talk a little bit about what happened, and talk about how, you know, as much as of a Nintendo fanboy as I am, and a veteran of 2 tours of the console wars, you know, pulling for Nintendo both times, I gotta say, it doesn't feel good to see this news. Sony losing 500 folks, or rather 900 plus getting laid off. So I don't know. We're going to talk a little bit about this. I'm going to get into some of my reservations and about how I don't think if you're, even if you're anti-Sony, which I wouldn't say that's what I am, but even if you were, this is not cause for celebration. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, it should be a good one. Let's go ahead and get into some Diddy Kong racing in the meantime. All right, I'm hoping I can get some early luck, and I can get in and do these time trials that we have left over in a you know, short amount of time. Maybe do our gamer lifestyle stuff, and then get into you know, after that we'll do the WizPig if we've made it there. That's what I'm hoping. I have no way to guarantee that that's how this goes today, but that's what I'm hoping for.
Star City.
This was the one I ended up giving up on Monday night. No, we got that. Oh, no, I didn't give up. We did get this one. This was the second course left. I've got it like right at the end of the stream. After much struggle. After much toil and strife, I finally got it done. But yeah, we're going to go into this one now. You know, so this is just one of 2 more... one of 2 time trials we have left. Turn TT on, absolutely. Get the guy out here. Let's see what we can do. Off to a weird start already. So once again, the way that this works is we're trying to do every time trial available to us in the game. And doing so allows us to, well, hitting certain requirements allows us to unlock the fastest character in the game, TT. And he's the little clock that you see down in the bottom left corner. You have to go in by yourself and hit a specific time. There's like a hidden time that you got to hit, and then that will activate TT's ghost, and then you can race his, you know, his ghost. And if you defeat his ghost, then you're done for that level. And at that point, you move on to the next one. We've already done everything except for 2 levels of his, so we don't have a whole lot of TT action left. However, ooh, that was close. However, it could still take a long time, so it demands near perfection. Some of these TT races do. You really got to mind your P's, your T's and your Q's. Jesus, that was not good. It's very slow. But yeah, I'm stoked for today. I put a lot of time preparing the gamer lifestyle stuff. Partially just because we had so many games coming out today. In fact, I use a couple resources to go grab those games, but one of the resources I used, it just had a list of like, you know, several games in a row, and I was like, dude, I think it was all 5 games we're going to cover in a row, and I was like, oh, well, shit. I was like, okay, well, that's it. Simple as that. That's going to be the games we're doing. It was an awesome lineup. I don't think that this is going to be a time worthy of getting TT's ghost, but you never know. Love the really bright colors throughout this. Whoops, no. Get my name in there, please. Bam. No. There's no M in Benjamin. Thank you. Well, I guess there is an M in Benjamin. What's in a name, you know? I struggled for a long time because I didn't know whether or not I should... oh, we got TT already. I didn't know whether or not I should... like, I always kind of wanted to go by Benjamin. And there was even a couple of points in my life when I was like, okay, I'm kind of at a transition now. You know, starting a new school or, you know, starting a job. Maybe I'm going to tell him to call me Benjamin. And I even tried that with YouTube for a while. Dude, get this beginning going. I even had that as my full name on YouTube for a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, at this point, they're both my name for sure. But pretty much everybody knows me as the nickname. So, including everyone closest to me. So. You know, I guess I'm kind of stuck with it. That's okay. It's nice and short. Short enough to where it often doesn't get heard by people in service positions who need to get your name down. You know, I get a lot of... Can I have your name? Yeah, it's Ben. Ben? No. You know, I'll get Finn. I've heard Sven before. And I get a lot of Dan. I think it's just because the name is so short. And, you know, like, you know how it is when you're talking to someone and, you know, like, maybe you're not hearing them very well. But if you hear just a short word, you're kind of lost. It's like your brain, God damn it. It's like your brain didn't even have time to process it. TT is kind of way back there, isn't he? But if your name is longer, even if the recipient, the person listening, isn't hearing it that well, they might be able to use the context clues, be able to gather from what they did hear, what they heard. You know, I think that's why I get a bunch of Tims and Dans and Finn. I wish I had a cool name like Finn. Jeez. Oh, I missed that too. Driving like ass, and I'm beating my ghosts. So that's good. Okay, that was super easy. That race we were doing last night, I think, was a lot tougher. I missed something on every lap there. I missed like a boost or something on every single lap. Hey, Nick, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. So, some of these time trials they're wildly inconsistent with how difficult they are. It's funny, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's not. For a second, I was like, maybe I'm just kind of coming in. You know, it's like I'm coming in fresh and you know, I'm not as like burned out as I was at the end of Monday night, trying to do the same race over and over again and resetting too early. But no, it's legitimately a lot easier. Let's pick a different race. Just one more to go. Oh. Well, shit. I'm just messing everything up. Okay. Yeah, happy to have that one behind us. One more race, and then I think TT is ours, I think, after one more race.
Star City. Spaceport Alpha.
You know, I think I actually started this one for a second. And then something brought me away. I couldn't tell you if that's... I don't know if that's right or not, but... It could also just be that I know that this level was, oh, shoot. It did take a few tries the first time to get it. Both in adventure mode and, got snagged up on it maybe once or twice on the, well, I had to see it a couple of times, I guess, when we did the, what do you call it? The trophy races, huh? Yeah. Man. Took me down. got a new video up. I just put a little YouTube short up today. I was feeling a little froggy. I just finished something else and was like, dude, I feel like I've just really been struggling to clip and get things posted. And I feel like I'm, you know, the difficult thing with that is that when you continue to, I think I've kind of screwed this one up. But when you continue to make more content after something you wanted to clip, you know, everything just kind of becomes a runaway train to where you're gonna have to leave some work undone. And I hate doing that because there is some stuff that I've been wanting to get around to and I have just struggled. It's not like I have to, you know, leave that clip forever, but all that is to say, it's just you may not even remember it or have time, feel like you have time to come back to it, and then at a certain point you've moved on, you know? That was awful. I miss that zipper every time. So I need to try to just do a little bit of quick uploading, getting some stuff up on YouTube, and maybe that means you know, maybe that means that some of this stuff doesn't need to get a few of the you know, sometimes I'll, with the editing, sometimes I'll go, you know, really in depth with it, and then other times I'll, you know, I'll give it a much lighter treatment, like just putting my logo up and, you know, maybe like something at the end, you know, but yeah, I gotta remember to just, sometimes I think I just need to clip things out and just get it out, you know. I think when we're creating this much stuff and you're recording yourself for hours at a time, you know, and I'm doing it, of course, live and unscripted, so you know, I just think you got to try to find those moments that you really enjoyed, and there's something like that from every single stream, something that I feel like there's, if I were paying more attention, there would be something long and something short I could pull out of probably every stream, you know, even if it was just like a little one-liner or you know, those could be good for a short or something, you know, like, I don't know. I just got to remember that. And I think I also need to start doing some clipping while we're streaming. I think you can use some like you know, I think you can use some like keyboard shortcuts to handle some clipping too. Markers too. Yeah, markers. I think, Nick, you've told me about a system you use sometimes. I think it was using markers. Come on, man. Going faster than the Diddy that missed the zipper. They're going slower than them, I guess. Is that TT that's in front of us, or is that Diddy? I'm confused. You gotta get more bananas, my friend. That's gotta be Diddy behind us, right? Basically on us right now. Oopsie. Don't bump your head. This is getting a little, we're getting a little behind, so I'll just go ahead and reset. Kind of had a tough start to it. Yeah, it's all good. I just got to do more like short clips and things, and I think that will help tremendously. Alright, my Diddy. It ain't gotta look pretty, Diddy. Oh, gods. Some more bananas would be nice. Oh, missed it. That's gonna cost me. Well, I'm getting this part. Well, sometimes. More than maybe half the time or more, I'm getting that section finally, so that's nice. All right, here we go. Pick up a couple bananas. That might make the difference. Turn, dude. We're really all over the place right now. Why am I faster than him in certain parts? I'm astounded by that. Oh, shit. Not faster than him there. I hesitated to come back up with it. Oh, he's way ahead now. Well, he's just right there, but let's see. If we don't get shot down, I might do all right here. Let's see. They boomed me, man. We got shot down. Yeah, I think so, Nick. That's what I'm thinking, because... Oh, man. Okay, well, this is out of hand, huh? We'll reset. I honestly, I'm flying terribly. It shouldn't even be as close as it is. I know I'm resetting now, but this shouldn't take more than a couple tries. I'm like missing zippers and stuff and still having a chance. And ping-ponging off the wall. Yeah, I like the idea of Rare just putting like the whichever like dev has been playing it the best, you know, just kind of like putting them on making TT's Ghost, you know. Hey Doug, get over here. Wait, they're not Australian, I suppose, but meow. There we go. They didn't put a whole lot into the, like, whatever projectiles these aliens shoot, they're like laser beams. It's just kind of a funny, very, I don't know, it's just the, like, one spark of light that they send across the screen. Look at this. This is, that's a little too easy. This is good too. It gives me a little practice on the plane as well, which I could use, honestly. We'll be at WizPig pretty soon. Back at WizPig. I did check in.
You've beaten all my times. Now you can pick me.
You say you beat all the times? I think that gives us TT. Let's get our initials in here and I think we can quit now. Let's see, let's go to select character. Look at that, we got TT now. He's here. Sweet. You've beaten all my times. Now you can pick me. Oh, cool. All right. Well, look, we got it. We got the little guy, TT. Sweet. That's one of our main objectives done today, and that was very, very quick. 24 minutes, including a bunch of time at the beginning before we got started. Sweet. Well, shoot, I might need to learn to play as TT to have a chance against WizPig. I've done so much of this game with Diddy that I almost feel like I need to see it through. And I think I'll only turn to TT if I just can't get it done, you know? I think that's the...
Diddykongracing.
Sorry, didn't mean to back out. Alright, Diddy. Yeah, I mean, if anything, I'm kind of used to his physics, so... And then there's the lore of just, you know, continuing to roll with the character that got you to this point, and not, you know, not just leaving them for the shiny new thing, you know, the shiny new character. Like at the end of any Pokemon game, when you start getting all these badass Pokemon, and you know, you're looking at that like Pidgeot that's been in your team the whole time since you caught it as a Pidgey, and I'm sorry, buddy. You might have to go, man. This is a decision I'll be making soon myself, so, yeah. There are some stepping stone characters out there, you know, but, hey, man, you know, in this crazy old mixed up world, you know, it's not for everybody, but man, you gotta salute those, folks who find a way to stay together, you know. You know. Yeah, maybe Diddy is that stepping stone. Who knows? You didn't hear me say that, Diddy. Raw. Hey, welcome, guys. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for hanging. We're back. I'm playing the game. I thought I would have beaten by now, but I really did think about doing some Pokemon Crystal today too. But it's tough. Wait, no, we don't fight you here. We're in the wrong battle. Stupid. I'm trying to fight Wizpig for the first time. I was like, wait, why does this feel easy already? Like I know the course. That's why. Yeah, that Diddy absolutely can handle that Wizpig and has handled him. Yeah, good call on that. We'll see. We'll see if he's got the skills to. I will absolutely switch to TT if that helps us beat this today. Oh, there's the entrance. Went right up on it and I didn't see. It's kind of more over to the left, I think. 47 is a strange number to stop at for the golden balloons. I'm assuming that is all that there is, huh? Just 47.
Future Funland.
Skirt. All right. Oh, you know what, Nick? I mean, at this point, I don't know of any others. So yeah, please. I wouldn't be surprised if there's others because 47 is a strange. But 47 out of 47. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I figured that was it, but I wasn't sure. Okay, final boss. Here he is, right? Yep. I like his chambers in here. Very cool. They should give us a first-person view here. Then we could see all the things out of bounds. That will be a bit of a horror show, I'm sure. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, thanks for the 47 out of 47, man. Thanks for the confirmation. Not if they're implementing the same meme that Star Trek The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine did. How so? I hate to miss a reference, but if you're feeling charitable as to helping me out, I would be curious. Okay, I just turned this up way too loud for myself. We're just getting shot by everything. Wizpig hasn't even been our main obstacles thus far. I think this bears a couple of practice tries, you know, because I'm not going to be like able to be competitive with him for until a certain amount of grinding. So, what can I do in this room? Okay, I see a lot of boost balloons that I think if I can, you know, memorize where some of those are, I really think that, okay, maybe if I could stay on the right side of that pillar. They're just getting nailed in those sections, though. I gotta figure that out. There's lots of opportunities for boosts. There's also, quite a few offensive balloons, too. Offensive balloons. Offensive? Hey, you should see what they're writing on these balloons out here, man. Jeez. Offensive balloons are the Mylar ones that everyone buys for someone's birthday party, and then they end up just littering everything. Becoming yet another piece of litter on the ground. Well, cool. We're only about a half a lap behind him. Which, you know, I'm kind of messing around and doing a bit of exploration too, but yeah, long way to go, huh? Wasn't it 42 was the answer to the meaning of the universe, right? In Hitchhiker's Guide? Okay. That part there, I gotta remember to fly a little bit lower. Oh, how you gonna miss that? I think focusing more on boosting myself would... I'm sure there's points where you might actually need to take him out, though. You know, I don't know. I could see one strategy involving finding a couple spots to hit him with a weapon. Let's say if we were a little bit closer to him right now. I mean, I could do it if I had the, like, 10 shot thing, but... would have liked that. That could have helped. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to go to the right of this pillar again. Get this. Duck down. Oh. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I can't use the boost right there. It's not gonna work. Okay. Hey, this is already a lot better. Just a couple of runs, and I mean, I'm nowhere close to beating him, but like I hung with him for a lap or so, you know, where he was still kind of in sight. So that's definitely an improvement. Now he's only a fifth of the track ahead of me, you know? Getting better all the time. Those archways, though, that can really... that's gonna screw up a couple of runs. Flying right through your spaceship. Okay, boost up there, huh? Ooh. Okay. All right. So if there's a balloon in that room, if I just go to the right a little bit. Oh, I was waiting for you to say something, but no, you just want to sit on your little throne. That's funny, Ayaton, yeah. Just teasing the viewers. There's a few 64s strewn about in this game. I noticed in some of the levels of this world. It just looks funny to just see it on some like an instrument panel or something. Bow, bow, bow. He loves to make an intro, doesn't he? Crashing through the rock there. Crashing through the cliff face. Like this. Ooh. Missed. Okay. Boosting is good, but not at the loss of a total loss of control. Or a total eclipse of the heart. Damn, I got hit by that same one last time. That may not be a good strategy to go for that blue balloon right there. That one's kind of tough too. I think that's it right there. There's still a lot of trepidation in that part. I don't know what's coming up next still. It's a very quick couple of turns right there. That section towards the beginning with all the overhangs. Like I'm getting through it a lot of the time without hitting stuff, but I can't say I have it down. I think I'm more reacting in the moment. I'm getting lucky. Where can I fly safely here? Maybe up and then back down? Oh, son of a bee. Oh, it just curves to the right there. Okay. It's just a gradual curve to the right and then a little bit back to the left. Oh, in this part, I don't have to make that crazy. Okay. Just kind of playing. I know he's almost at the goal, but just sort of, you know, trying a few more times. Guessing he doesn't take any damage from these guys when he flies through there, huh? The occasional 74. Yeah, that's funny. I appreciate a good running gag. You know, good running writer's room gag. Which I suppose most running gags are, but, you know. Hey, this is going okay. Like, I'm expecting this to take a long time. I still am, but I'm seeing some pretty instant improvement. Honestly, I think doing that plane level just sort of got me a little bit, you know, reoriented to the physics. Okay, that part I need to pick. I gotta either be high or low for that. I can't split the difference. I do know though that as even once I get a better hang of the level, I you know, you're still playing a level where your momentum can just totally be halted, you know, if you don't if you hit one of these rock overhangs or something. Just hoping that'd be money. Oh, he took a little damage there, huh? Lucky me. The force field. Oh. Okay, that little checkered, that like kind of checkered banana or balloon back there. I wonder if that's the ticket. Does that keep us totally protected in the room where we're getting fired on? Look at the sky. This is like just flying through colors, yeah. I had seen it before, Nick, but I didn't put two and two together that's... I forgot what's in those balloons for a second, so yeah. Yeah, man, I've been seeing that. Damn, I mean, if I get that and I'm not taking a single hit in that one section, then this just got a little bit easier. If I can find a way to get that balloon more often than not. Brahaha. Let's get out of this first section. Yeah. Yeah. Do we know what... Oh, okay, just stay to the right. That's my problem there. I've been cutting back to the left. Do we know what console Mother 3 was it originally going to be on a different console? It is interesting, all the games that were meant for the 64 that had never panned out. You know? Wow, it was supposed to be on the 64, huh? What a total... And they started development on it. I even remember hearing like Earthbound 64. I remember hearing that that title, at least a working title. You know. I hadn't thought about that until, well, just now. Really, it had been a long time since I thought about it. Where is that? It's not good. Slowing down to a 0. Where's the balloon we want? It's sort of on the left side. And with this, we can go and get one of those other balloons, too. That balloon is kind of out of the way. I don't like that one. I could see it saving us if we're, like, this far away from him, maybe, you know? Potentially, like, right at the end, going out of your way a little bit, but then getting a boost, but I think it could be risky. Okay, that slows him down quite a bit. Dude, we can do this. With some work, we can get this done. Turn. I don't like that. Shit. Coming up on the left. Yeah, that's not really where it's at, but that's okay. That's not where it's at, man. Oh. Thwarted by boulders. Okay, that's... I'm feeling better about this already. Come on, let's keep at it. We got this. I've led at halfway through the race at this point and been close to the lead going into the third lap. So that's a big improvement from the other day. And like I said, Diddy is getting to fly in his the vehicle that he's in the cover of this game too. The cover art has him in his airplane. Straighten up, man. Yeah, you're getting crazy with it. They changed the like start, you know, the like start sign or whatever. Start and finish sign. Already almost ahead. Okay. That seems like a tough blue balloon to get. I think it could be hard to get some of those. That balloon that was back, like, you know, going right or left. I think you have access to some more balloons, but seems, oh shit, seems a little treacherous too. Get the balloon, damn. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna be, yeah, like last time. An individual lap or two might not be that hard, but putting all 3 laps together is gonna take some time. I bumped him a little bit, kind of took me off course. I think a good run probably has a bit of a combo of me using boosts and maybe the occasional missile on him. You know, get over to the left for this one, yeah. Oh, shit, well, that's that. Wanna fly above it all? Alright, well if I miss that balloon, I guess I can go a little bit of a slower path and fly above. That seemed to be safe. At least it worked there. Too much using the like handbrake turn. I like a handbrake on a little one-seater plane. Diddy, don't disappoint me. Here we go. I swear these boulders are in a different place every time. It's just that they move so fast that if I'm a half a second difference, you know, that we're looking at a totally different boulder position. Well, would have liked a boost, but that's okay. Need you to hit one of these things, buddy. Wanna do that for me? Diddy. Okay, hanging in there, but we're getting behind. Yeah, that's right. He takes a... Oh, fuck, dude, you gotta decide. You wanna go left or right, you know? The plane doesn't handle quickly, so you gotta make that decision. You can't wait till the last second. I think he's too far ahead. You can that's the case. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll have to get around to Mother 3 at some point. You know, I guess if one, again, like we talked about the other day, if one doesn't want to sail the high seas, they got to just learn Japanese, you know? That's just the easiest way. And being that I don't know much of the language, it's certainly not enough to hang in an RPG, then, you know, I guess I better hit the books. Do. Don't like that start. Bum 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 ba bum. Stay tuned. A little bit later, we're going to get into some gamer news. We're going to talk a little bit about some big news out of Sony, some sad news out of Sony. They've laid off 900 plus employees. What? Come on. So even as much of a Nintendo fanboy as I am, that's certainly not cause for celebration. We're going to talk a little bit about that later. And then the list of games that came out on this date was just honestly insane. It took a long time to put that part together, so we'll be getting into that later on. Man, there's some huge games that came out on this day, so stoked to talk about that. Should be fun. Bam, 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 bam. Get down. I gotta clean up my like second and third laps through here. I'm getting it okay most first laps. I mean, if I'm not, I'm resetting. But it's when I come back through this the second and third time that I've been struggling. Yeah, I should do Earthbound. Yeah, I should do Mother 2 sometime. You know, it's funny because I just didn't see much of that game as a kid. I would read about it in Nintendo Power, but physically the cartridge itself on sale, I don't remember that. And I don't remember seeing a whole lot of them in used video game stores either. But then again, maybe some of the folks who owned the cartridge knew what they had. Yeah. Let's reset. But yeah, I just like going over to friends' houses. I would kind of expect this, considering we were pretty young when we were playing the Super Nintendo. But elementary school age. But and then into middle school, I guess. But yeah, but it But yeah, no one's rocking Earthbound in their Super Nintendo console back when I was a kid. At least, that is to say, no one around me. And so I'd read about it in Nintendo Power, and I thought it looked cool. And then of course, it got such a huge treatment in Smash Bros. Over the years that I learned a lot of what I know about the games through Smash Bros. Oh, missed it. Missed my force field. Thought maybe I could hit that. Ooh, is that a secret right there where he busted through? I'd like to get a good shot on the guy. Oh, he missed that balloon. calm down. Ba 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 ba. Activated that force field a little bit late, but glad I got away with it. Okay, be smooth. Ah, god damn it, too tight of a turn. I lost control there, yeah, damn, alright. Let's see. I think there may still be a chance, a slight one. Let's see. Sorry, I did too tight of a turn there, not meaning to. You really get caught up hitting the B button. Once you start doing those sort of B button power slides, I feel like it could kind of find yourself doing it sometimes when you don't need to. At least that's my story. All right, we're just a few seconds behind him, so this is cool. We're gonna be able to get this tonight. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I would love to get this done, dude, because I have a lot of content for Gamer News and for Good Old Days. Honestly, I was a little bit worried because I was like, I want to cover all this stuff. And I hope I can beat this game. And I'm happy to already be here in the boss fight, and we're chipping away at it. Well, hit a boulder. Let's reset. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I want to give it a shot, Nick. Yeah, I got to get my hands on Mother 2. Searching for hot Mother 2s in your area. I like it, Diddy. I like it. Not our best, but it's not our worst. Okay. Oh, shh. Dude. I'd love to see that charted out, that movement I just made. It was bouncing around the place. Oh, man, that's a hard balloon to get. He just comes riding in on that rocket. He's oh, Dr. Doolittle style. Oh, give me a break. Squashed. Gonna need a boost, I think. Dun, dun. Oh, well, you know, maybe some of these, maybe getting the, like, I've totally forgotten about how, you know, if you get multiple power-ups in a row, you get a better power-up, but I don't know how much that, you know, benefits us here, or just better taking the single boosts, but I think this is certainly doable with just those single boosts. I haven't gotten that balloon one time. Got out ahead of him, didn't I? With the shot. Straight and narrow, straight and narrow. There we go. Did he go? Got him with the shot. That slowed him down just enough. Actually got that blue balloon for once. Dude. I think I did it. Yes! Easy, yes. Well, you work up to it to make it easy though, man. Damn.
Freaking what up, dude?
Thanks, guys. I'm a little child. I will laugh at the slapstick parts. Oh, we got a little moon landing we're attempting here, right? He's careening out of control.
Let's go!
Hey, thanks, Savage. Oh, shit. The rocket blew apart on re-entry, and he's nuclear exploded again. Dude. Is that it? He's blown up one time before. And then he ruined our party in the credits.
The Parvinator.
All right, we got a conga lines. That's some cheeky rare for you right there. Okay, no longer a WizPig head. We now have our elephant buddy, Taj.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up.
I hear you, Savage. If it won't play for you, you let me know and I'll trigger it. Well, this is just freaking cute. That pink rhino is really wide-eyed right now. They're partying it up, man. Now we get to hear everything from the game remixed in beautiful fashion. I do love the idea of the regulars having their entrance, you know, their specific sound effect, you know. Yay! The giant golden elephant deity thing is... He's back. Son of a bitch. You telling me after all that, WizPig's still around out there? He's still laughing? Thank you, P Mountain. That's not a real name. Come on. P Mountain. P Mountain, if you're out there and your name is real, I'd like to apologize. I'm sure you're a real person. We beat it, Savage. That's it. I think we beat it. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, at least I'm housebroken.
If it seems like I'm not as excited as I should be, I have to admit it, part of that is because of the difficulty curve, and I was honestly a bit surprised I got that fight done as soon as I did. Yeah, it is, Nick. I like that font though, man. That could look good on some gamer news. Or, well, maybe some good old days. The Stamper Brothers.
The Parvinator.
This is great, man. Dude, I gotta give the final word on this game too. Could do that and then maybe take a break. Was not expecting this so early. We've been at this one for a long time. This might be a call for a Parvinator after dark. You know, maybe a open up a beer or something later. We'll see. A rare drink. How you been, Savage? Good to see you. What you been streaming lately, man? I think it's probably safe to say I don't know that I beat Maratsu. I couldn't read that. Maratsu Zoo something. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. Oh, we're seeing our times now? Yeah. Jungle Falls. Yeah. What a game. Kind of blown away, honestly.
Wow, so cool.
Do do do. Do do do. One of the levels looked like it had Christmas in the name. Japanese one. Do, 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 do. Which would be funny. I don't think there was any level named Christmas anything in the American version, or in North American version. I wasn't expecting that, man. You could tell how pleasantly surprised I was that level wasn't taking too long to chip away at. But dude, when I did it the other day, it was I was treating it like it was impossible. I think the difference was having a playing level already today, and just getting back in the hang of that, you know, back in the swing of those physics. The game's done. We did something. We did something that. Oh yeah, we'll check the menu. Character selects first, huh? Okay. Or did you want to? Were you saying to go into options? Oh, Adventure 2. I heard about this. Doesn't this unlock like the like mirror mode and stuff or something? It's like a whole. If you get a chance, Nick, I'd be curious to hear what all Adventure 2 is. Okay, so same courses, just you go back through them and it's all mirror mode. I did all the mirror mode stuff on Mario Kart 64, but that was a game with a lot less content to it. I don't know that I have it in me to do it for this game. Right now. That's interesting. If I go to Adventure 2, does that like reset the file or something? Oh, yeah. File select. Yeah, it's... oh, you have to start a new one, I think. Get to... Took you a long time to do. Oh, yeah. I wonder, did they raise the difficulty level generally? Or was it just the kind of mirrored mode? That's interesting. Oh, maybe I need to, like, delete a file. Yeah. You know, I had read about that a long time ago, and I'd totally forgotten about it. A part of me's like, man, I wish I would have never seen that there was a new an adventure mode too, you know? It's okay. Let me, oh, coins in different spots. Let's knock out, or guess it's not gonna let me do that until I delete someone. Wait, I think if I hit new, I'll start adventure mode too, huh? No, I gotta copy something over to it, I guess. No, okay. Never mind. And we're, beginning of the game here. So, that's why he's laughing at us, huh? So there's an even different, there's even a third ending with the adventure mode too, Nick? Yeah, that's a good idea. I just now saw your comment, Ayatin, about save it for the second lap. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. I don't think I have the same ending. It's one of those things where, like, if I went in and did it now, I could probably get it done in a couple streams because I feel hot. You know, I feel like I got my chops. But maybe that's for another time, you know? Yeah. Oh, this time we're collecting, like, what, crystal balloons or something? There's one just right here. Disco balloons? Yeah, it seems like it's nothing. You know, for me, it could be a point of pride, you know, and I feel this may be a challenge that isn't necessary this time through, but yeah. Shoot. I'm torn. I don't think I should continue on this game for too much longer. It did take up a couple weeks worth, and it's been really fun. It feels like it went on about as long as it should, you know? So, I don't know. We'll see. With that being said, if I were to do it, I do see the Wizardman doing it now, just because so much of this game is practice and just having your chops up and knowing, you know, a little bit of course memorization. There was something earlier I missed. It was right when I beat the game, so I was distracted. Oh yeah, Ayatin said, on the topic of funny numbers, I made it a point that my Super Mario Bros. 3 mod has 68 stages. And to rub it in, there's a challenge path that ends with a crudely drawn nice at the end. I even placed a 69th stage panel, though it's not accessible. It's there so I could assign it to whatever stage I was working on for quick access and choose to let it sit there and be enigmatic after its job was done. I love the, I do love putting in a mystery and or just something to frustrate people, you know, making the game stop at 47 balloons, or adding the you know, the main villain, adding them laughing into the credits a second time. Yeah, I can't tell which one of those I'm doing, Ayatin, but it was a lot of work. So many time trials, so many we're not going to do that right now. I don't have to make that decision right now. In fact, I think I'm leaning towards no, and I'm just going to stick with that. I'll have to talk myself in. But with that being said, I think I know enough to give the final word about this game. So if you guys want to do that, we can we'll just go ahead and talk about it now. Very chill stream. Just a few of us. So honestly, you guys have heard me say some of this stuff a few times, but let's do the final word. All right, so a special edition of Gamer News. We'll get to our regularly scheduled edition a little bit later, but I wanted to talk the final word and pros and cons with this game. And honestly, I gotta admit, it's a lot more on the pros side Yep, you can stay up there, final word. Thank you. Okay, first and foremost, I think something that's got to be said for games like this is that they really are just fun. Like, it's just a fun game. You can turn your brain off a little bit and play this, and even still, you got to have your brain on enough to do some basic memorization of courses, and yeah, but it's a very fun game. It's so colorful. Yeah, it's great. The gameplay, I was honestly a bit surprised coming back to it and seeing how much stuff there is to this game. It's extremely varied, especially, you know, with my main comparison point being the most popular racing game on the 64, Mario Kart 64, and I feel that's a game that I spent a lot of time on as a kid. I probably played that one and the Super Nintendo almost equally, but you know, the original Mario Kart. But if we're just doing Mario Kart 64 compared to this one, I gotta say, dude, this game beats the shit out of MK64. It really does. There's so much more to it. It has everything that Mario Kart 64 gives you in terms of gameplay, and then more. So Mario Kart, you've got four levels. This game's got a 5th level. Each of those levels in both games has, or each of those worlds in both games has 4 levels. Mario Kart allows you to do time trials. This one allows you to do time trials and unlock an additional challenge with those time trials to unlock the fastest character. Mario Kart 64 has battle. This has even more options for that. And then there's just the adventure mode, which, you know, I just think is very cool for this game. Just to flip us back 1 second to the game mode, just to give one last view of it. Just the fact that you drive around on this overworld, you know, you have to collect certain, you know, in this game it's golden balloons. We're in the post-game part now where it's changed, but you know, the fact that you have areas gated behind different locations in the game, an overworld that ties it all together. You've got some hidden balloons on that overworld, so it really kind of pushes you to explore, and a lot of hidden areas in those across the overworld. It's just cool, man. It's very a very robust game. Didn't really need that intro to play again, but that's okay. So it's got so much gameplay to it. I mean, it's crazy. Hey, welcome, Ralph. What's up? We got it done. We beat Diddy Kong Racing, and then Nick informed me that there's actually like you can do the whole game over in kind of a mirror mode version. So looks like we'll be spending the next 3 weeks on this game.
Wow, so cool.
No, just kidding. I think we're moving on. But yeah, but yeah, the gameplay, there's so much to it. There's boss fights too, and these boss fights were really fun. And I've mentioned this before, but it really is kind of a genre smash because it's a racing game or driving game. It's got the adventure aspects of it. There's a bit of collecting going on with the golden balloons. Each world has a key you can find to unlock a boss stage. You know, there's a few other collectibles as well that aren't coming to mind right now. Like the trophies for doing the Grand Prix races, the trophy races as they call them in this game. Dude, it's got it all. I thought that the gameplay difficulty curve was I thought it was great. I thought it was very rewarding. I think this game absolutely has a couple spikes in it. I think those spikes mostly come in the form of a couple of coin races, and then the TT, like, you know, beating the clock for the time trial stuff. It's there were just a couple of those levels that took me so long to get over, and then I would breeze through the next couple levels. So I will say, you know, this is I guess you could throw that over on the minus side, that there are a couple spikes in difficulty, but overall, I do feel it's a game that when you get to the end of it, you've made it that far, like, you really know how to control these vehicles. You're capable of a level of driving finesse that just feels good, and you wouldn't have imagined when you first started the game, and you were super clumsy and swerving all over the place. So like I said, that's part of why I wasn't just jumping out of my seat when we beat Wizpig, because it felt like I saw it coming. You know, I saw the progress and the improvement, and that feels good. Great music. Yeah, it's I mean, what can be said? It's amazing music. I did remember some of the tunes from being a kid. Absolutely get stuck in your head. There's a pretty good amount of music in this game. A lot of tracks get reused, but I mean, I love like the main theme, the one that's playing for you on the menus, or on the yeah, like when you're still in the menus, or you're in certain parts of the overworld. Music was amazing. You know, rarely disappoints with the music, and they certainly didn't here. So yeah, a lot of pluses for me. Absolutely. I'll get let's see. I did throw up some cons. I tried to think of some stuff though, and while we're on the topic of music, why isn't it showing up? Oh, I see why. Sorry, one second. I think this should make it work. Yeah, great music. Okay, while we're on the topic of great music, that music can get repetitive. Can absolutely get repetitive. We talked about that a few days ago. The repetition comes more though from trying to 100% this game. You know, the time trials, things like that. In a normal gameplay, you don't have to do nearly as much. In a normal playthrough, you don't have to do nearly as much like constant resetting as we had to do, because we were trying to do the most difficult challenges in the game, with the exception of this freaking post game I just discovered. But next, you do end up spending a lot of time in the same levels, which can be a blessing and a curse, you know. But you know, there's a couple types of gameplay in every single level. There's the first race that you can do just as adventure mode. You come back in that race again a second time for the coin races. You're going to play that race a third time if you do that world's trophy race, and then you're going to play that level a fourth time, really a fourth and fifth time, to get to do the TT stuff. You got to do it once to generate that TT's ghost, and then again to you know, to beat him, to beat his ghost or whatever. So I was kind of thinking about that. That's on a normal on a 100% playthrough, that's having to go through every level at least 5 times. And you know, it's Nintendo 64. I think they did manage to keep those levels fresh. It felt different every time you were in it because the challenge was different, you know, but it still was repetitive, you know. And yeah, I agree, Nick. Yeah, if the material's good, then the repetition can feel meaningful, and I think overall it did here. But some may see this as a big detractor, you know. Honestly, the part of this is that it really is advantageous to stick with the level until you've done those parts. Don't like move on to later and then come back and do the time trials days later or whatever for that level. You're gonna have cooled off on it. And the game is quite difficult for many. I think that this will be a con, you know. For me, I think honestly the difficulty, I would say, was a positive. It felt earned. It felt like I could feel myself getting good, which is always a good feeling. And but I could see this being a bit gatekeeping, at least keeping some people out of portions of this game, some of those boss fights. And I've even heard from a couple people that Wizpig, and I wonder which Wizpig battle they were talking about, now that I know there's more than one, but that Wizpig kept them from beating the game, you know. So so I would say for some, maybe the difficulty could be too much. And dude, some of those TT levels and 1 or 2 of the coin ones were tough, you know. They were tough, but But yeah, you know, I think we all have it in us to beat this game with a little bit of, with some repetition. And I think if I could do it, anybody can. You know, it's not like I got anything special. So, yeah, so those are my cons there. Honestly, I think this is a great game. It's coming in at one of the higher scores for this series. I got it at a 92. Only to say, like, I'm trying to think of like a 100 game, and I don't, you know, like nothing's even really coming to mind. So, you know, this is an A for sure. If you don't like 92, if that sounds low, just think A, and you know, you'll understand. But yeah, absolutely love this game. I'm gonna give it an A. You know, those cons weren't really big enough to chip too much off the top of the score here, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out for it. I had forgotten about that post-game thing. I had read about that before, that you can go back through the whole game. Don't know that I'll be doing that at this time, but yeah. But this is cool, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna take a break, and when we come back, I've got a big gamer lifestyle segment for you guys. Took me a while to get this one thrown together. And we're gonna talk a little bit about some game birthdays. They were one of the sources I get the game birthdays from had 5 in a row. First one of which, or one of the earliest ones on that list, was Contra 3, and it was just good games down the line. So we've got 5 games we're going to be covering today, which is a lot. But it's going to be cool. I love those sections. I hope you guys have enjoyed them too. And it's really hard to pick a highlight out of those 5 games, but I think Contra 3 kind of piqued my interest the most. We're also going to talk about a difficult story out of Sony. It's been reported that they're laying off 900 plus employees, including shutting down a full office and a couple studios. So we're going to get into that news a little bit later. I think if I told myself this way back during the 64 PlayStation 1 console wars, I would have been over the moon, you know? Oh, you know, Sony's disintegrating before our very eyes. But a little bit older, I won't say I'm any wiser, but it kind of has me in a bad way. I don't know, this news, I think it's a little frustrating, it's a little upsetting, and it's got me a little bit worried. So we're going to talk about that later, and I'm going to hear your thoughts on it as well. So those layoffs. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. You guys should take one too. We're right at about 1.5 hours. So give me about maybe 5 minutes or so. Maybe just a teensy bit longer, but I'll be around. So hang out, take your break. I'll be back in just a bit. BRB. Hey, yo, what's up, gamers? Good to see you guys. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for the hang. We just beat Diddy Kong Country. Maybe not 100%ed it, apparently. We've now 50%ed Diddy Kong Racing, I guess, from one perspective. Sad to say. Oh, I turned this light on. 1 second. I'm trying to creep in the dark. All right, here we go. All right, so with that being said, we do have some game birthdays and some gamer news to get into, and we can take our time with it today since the game is finished. I think with whatever time we have left, I'm thinking we'll do some kind of celebratory game. The easiest of which for me to get in would be Star Fox 64, but who knows? Maybe we do a little mirror mode Diddy Kong Country, or Diddy Kong Racing, rather. We'll have to see. So give me just 1 second, and I'll get us into our game birthdays, our good old days, and our gamer news. All right, the music's stopping. Let's transition. Let's take you guys back to the good old days. As always, we love to celebrate game birthdays and anniversaries around here. And when I was looking up the games that came out on this date, February 28th, damn, it's a lot of good stuff. I don't know if it was a lot of companies trying to get a game in at what is 3/4 of the time, the last day of the month, or what. But yeah, there was some good stuff, and we're going to get into it. Some of these I've played, some of them I haven't, but I know their legacy. One such game would be Contra 3. Came out 32 years ago for the Super Famicom in Japan. Look at this. I love the box art for their Contra 3. Also in the top left there, again, absolutely looking like a VHS or something. We had a similar remark, and I think just the box art absolutely makes it look like an 80s or early 90s, really crappy, campy shoot 'em up movie. Yeah, this is Contra 3. It would come out in North America a little bit later, but yeah, I don't have the date on that, unfortunately. But yeah, it did. It dropped the Super Famicom version first, of course. But yeah, Contra 3: The Alien Wars is the title that we got in the West, and you're looking at the North American box art right now. I always thought this looked pretty badass too. But yeah, if you know anything about Contra, these games are very much run and gun games. It first got its start in the arcade, and then I'm most familiar with, like NES versions of Contra as well. But yeah, one or two players running around at the same time, blowing away everything on the screen. Lots of your weapons have this sort of spray shooting to them, or you go through various types of weapons and ammo and whatnot. But yeah, you're just mowing pretty much everything down. And Contra 3 had a new director. This was the first one that Nobuya Nakazato led. He had done little playtesting for a previous Contra title, but this was the first one that he had any sort of real work on other than just playtesting. And he was the director for it. And one of the things he wanted to do was to kind of have the devs realize that, this game is similar to a low-budget action movie. That is what Contra is. It is an homage or a video game version of a low-action, budget movie, or rather, high-action, low-budget movie. Yeah, so he wanted to add in some stuff to kind of lighten the mood, make the player laugh a little bit, and you got some really funny scenes like this one here with our protagonist just dangling, just hanging on to this missile that this helicopter is carrying. I also read that he was concerned about the traditional pattern of weak enemies. This is coming from Wikipedia. Was concerned about the traditional pattern of having weak enemies and then a strong boss at the end of every stage. And he decided to kind of mix that up and he wanted to give players that a feeling that would kind of keep them going and it not be so so simple and repetitive as easy enemies and then one big one at the end. So it says, to combat this, he established a key concept for something interesting to happen every 3 screen scrolls. So they wanted something big popping out, or you know, some change to what you're seeing on your screen or the enemies you're fighting or the difficulty level, you know, about every 3 screen scrolls, which I thought was interesting. And yeah, people were talking about how it sort of gave it kind of a boss rush feel at times. This game also had a lot of comically oversized enemies in it, including this little fella here that's just busted out of the wall, looking a little bit like something out of Super Metroid, right? Yeah, I think that this thing could be at home in Super Metroid. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Let's see. I got a little video for you too. Have you ever seen the intro to this? Let me mute the music. You guys got to see the intro video for Contra. Here it is. We're gonna play. Maybe this will get it to play. Let's see. Well, the video's not working for me right now. Let me see what I got here. See what I can do. Darn. What's the deal? How come our video doesn't want to play? Oh, there it is. OBS, you better listen to me. Do as I ask you. All right. A little bit into the future. Lovely city we got. And a giant butthole dropping down on the city or something. I don't know. Oof. I hope nobody got hurt. Amazing font here. The Alien Wars begin. It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively. Love the nice, beautiful scrambled sound effects there at the end there. You might have seen... oh, and now it's going to play when I don't want it to. You might have seen Let's Attack Aggressively before, even if you've never played this game. But yeah, Contra, we are wishing a happy birthday to you. Contra 3, that is. At least for the Super Famicom. That version came out 32 years ago, back in 1992. So... happy birthday to you. That's one I definitely like to get around to. In general, the Contra series, I haven't played much of. A little bit of the NES days, and that's about it. So yeah. Next up, we're going to get into a game that I played a lot as a kid. Dark Forces. Star Wars Dark Forces. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this one from LucasArts. But Dark Forces was a first-person shooter very much in the mold of Doom. Might have even used its engine. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it's a first-person shooter. You go through many levels in the game, and similar to Doom, you know, you may have mission objectives. At the very least, it often involves a classic staple of these first-person shooters: finding cards. Key cards to get you into an elevator or to get you into another portion of the level. That was just a huge gameplay element back then, right? Always needed the next key card, and different colors to them too. And that was the same for this game. It tells the story of Kyle Katarn, who is a mercenary and smuggler who had previously worked for the Empire and has now been hired by the Rebel Alliance to to investigate a new weapons program that the Empire is rumored to have. And this game had a bunch of cutscenes to it that were some really interesting pixel art And dude, didn't so many, I should have mentioned this game first launched on PC. They did make a version of it for PlayStation, but didn't so many PC games have this kind of art to it? It really takes me back to see this stuff. I know it's not the best shot here, but you know, the sort of, as a kid, I found it sometimes pretty disconcerting seeing the like pixel mouths move, and there was a lot of these characters in this one showed a lot of emotion. I remember a lot of like furrowed brows, or you know, an open mouth or something every now and then that just as a kid just freaked me out, honestly, a little bit. But yeah, this game had a lot of cutscenes to it, and a soundtrack that, although a very simplified sound font to it, was pretty good, and it would really weave in a lot of the Star Wars musical motif, just you know, all the way through the game. You'd hear it all, so it was good stuff. Well, I will say some of the cutscenes, the music in it though, especially the darker cutscenes, so some of the more like you know, something bad on screen is happening. It was really scary stuff. As a kid, you're like really, I don't know, you know, those sounds, especially the sounds of like an old synth or something, can have this sinister feel to it. But yeah, oh, I just skipped one here. But yeah, this, as I mentioned, Kyle Katarn is the main character. He would not be wielding a lightsaber, though, until the second Dark Forces game. Dark Forces 2 came out, and that was Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. And then there was a couple other ones, too. Jedi Outcast was one of the games. I really only played the first one, but I thought the other games looked cool when he goes on to become a Jedi and not just be this, you know, smuggler rascal, you know. But yeah, a dapper man. Glad we got a nice PNG here of his him standing with his lightsaber. So this is what he would go on to be in future games. And yeah, I really liked Dark Forces as a kid. Honestly, I think if you've got it in you to play Doom and you like Star Wars, give this one a shot, because it's I think today, having even not played it, it's got to hold up about as well as something like Doom or Duke Nukem would, you know, which is to say probably still fun to play. Yeah, it came out 29 years ago, 1995. And just one last note, this is only for myself here, but this is a game, I didn't get to do a whole lot of gaming with my parents, but this is a game that me and my dad would play, and I have a lot of fond memories of that. It was this, and there was a submarine game for the NES. That was about all I could get my old man to play with me, but oh yeah, it was cool. I have some fond memories of that, and us figuring some of the secrets out and just having fun, man. It's a good bonding over a Star Wars first-person shooter, you know? So give Dark Forces a shot if you haven't, especially if you're into Star Wars. It could probably pass if you're not. But Dark Forces 29 years ago, back in 1995. Happy birthday to you. Here's one that I know at least one of you is going to be excited about, and that is Blast Corps. Came out for the Nintendo 64 in the US 27 years ago, 1997. Yeah, hard to believe this game is that old. Also, I will just say, there was some conflicting information on the release date of this game. And I actually saw that with one of the later games we're going to cover too. So I'm doing the best that I can here, but a couple of my sources did not agree on the release date of this game. So I'm just I wanted to clear the air there. But yeah, Blast Corps came out 27 years ago, and this was a very interesting game. I think maybe the best way to show it to you if you're not familiar with it is to maybe start with the intro video for the game. Let's do that. Oh, I muted myself. Let's try the intro video. Let me mute the music for just a second. And yeah, let's watch the Blast Corps opening. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out. Happy Wednesday. I'm having a good time. The premise of the game is that there is... Well, here it is, actually. I forgot. Get a little text. Maybe I don't think they give us too much here at the beginning, but... Here's the situation. Carrier locked on course. Solution? Clear path to ground zero. Notice that this game is by Rare. Cranky Kong down in the corner there is happy to see that. Agents, Blast Core, chances, slim. Never tell me the odds. And just a quick little bit of gameplay here, just showing you some of the destructive capabilities of these vehicles. Blast Core, leaders in the field of heavy-duty demolition through a combination of skill, experience, and cutting-edge technology, such as dump trucks. Since its birth, the company has applied its unique talents to the problem of urban decay, renovating and revitalizing cities from one end of the country to the other. So they've been destroying all the American cities. Now it's time to clear a path for that carrier. We'll talk about that in just a second. So if you're watching this game and you're like, I still don't know what the hell's going on, I could just pause it there, I think. I feel you, but to get into the game a little bit, that carrier that you saw, the red carrier at the beginning, looks sort of like a fire truck, right? In fact, I'll just get to that for just a second and pause it there. All right, so this bad boy here underneath our logo. All right, that is a nuclear transportation device that, to my remembrance, something goes wrong with the carrier, and it is now on a runaway mission to go to its destination, straight to its destination. And there's no stopping the thing. It's running on autopilot, and it's bad because there's a whole bunch of people, buildings, cities, towns, and infrastructure in between where the carrier is now and its destination that this thing needs to go to where it could be actually safely decommissioned. So they hire this group, Blast Core, who's apparently been, what was the word they used? Renovating would be a lot nicer word there, but I think they've just been like going in and like destroying any signs of urban decay, just like destroying cities and as I guess as a part of like renovating them. You gotta destroy it before you can save it, and I guess that's what that's what's going on here in this this future here. But oh, where's my music? Give me my music. But yeah, you as a member of Blast Core have to clear a path. Like every level is you clearing a path for this runaway nuclear carrier, nuclear transportation truck or whatever. Not every level, but most of them. That's the main gist of the game. So in doing so, you're going to be driving around a few vehicles, including a bulldozer. We also see like a mech. There's a couple mechs that you're seeing in there. There's like a sort of a motorcycle looking thing, or like a three-wheeled motorcycle, a trike looking. It doesn't quite look like anything we have, but yeah, you're going through these levels and you're finding creative ways to destroy. And if it looks super easy, I say give this game a shot, because it's not as easy as it looks. And Nick mentioned the game's crazy to 100% it. Yeah, I remember you at least started towards that, but I know that everything you're seeing on this screen looks like it's just getting very easily blown up, but that's because they're hitting the right angles, and it involves like this game was actually inspired by Mario Kart 64's drift physics. I took a note on this. The director, Martin Wakely, was inspired by those drift physics and the power slide. Hey, 1-800, welcome, Fireball. So he, the power slide that you see this dump truck doing, that was, again, kind of mimicking those Mario Kart 64 physics. And apparently the team was not very happy with that. They thought it made everything very floaty, and they didn't enjoy that. But I absolutely, one of the core memories I have of playing this game is flipping the dump truck and the bulldozer, flipping that thing, man. Woo! Sending that back end around and knocking over a building, or at least trying to. Often bouncing off the building with a little, like them showing like, you know, an incomplete amount of damage or just a partial spray of debris, while you sadly realize you didn't blow that building up in time. And as soon as the nuclear carrying truck touches that building, boom, it's all over. That is Blast Corps. It's a really interesting game, right? Kind of sounds like a cool concept. And yeah, we're celebrating 27 years of the game Blast Corps. Not Blast Corps. I do feel for anyone who's ever used that in a company that corrected them, or maybe used it in an embarrassing manner. I feel for you. I understand. Words are tough, and that is a French word, so I understand. You know, Blast Corps celebrating 27 years. Thank you for your service. And I'm trying to think of some of the. What does it say at the beginning of every level? There's those like, or time to get moving or whatever. Isn't there even a time to get moving song or something? Oh, yeah, it's a funny game, man. Give it a shot. Very unique. And yeah, again, another rare game. There's been a lot of those lately. Time to get moving. Here's another game. Speaking of sound bites that can get a little repetitive. Mega Man 8. This one I have not actually played other than a few minutes at like a KB toy store like many years ago. Mega Man 8 launched for the PlayStation and the Saturn 27 years ago. The same date as Blast Corps, back in 1997. They were celebrating the 10th anniversary of the original Rockman games with this one. We are celebrating the North American release. The game did release in Japan in December of the previous year, December 17th, 1996. And I do like that Japanese cover for it. I found a couple versions because this one looked a little saturated, but it was kind of a different art style for the series. At least I thought it. Yeah, they were doing something a little bit different. This game, I remember being kind of mesmerized by this game because I saw it quite often in EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly. But yeah, the Blue Bomber gets a little remake, gets a glow up for his first entry on the PlayStation 1 and or Saturn. Mega Man 7 had been on the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo. But yeah, Mega Man 8. I always thought this game looked really cool, and we'll get into a bit of a demo or kind of a gameplay vid. But one thing about this game is that it did have, there were actually quite a few anime segments throughout the game. And of course, you've got Proto Man or Blues here. I love the like, oh, I didn't see you there. Look that he does, you know. What a cool, he's just handing out, just like on top of a little precipice, just looking out over the world, and then he notices the camera and he's like, oh, hello. So we do love Proto Man or Blues around here. Maybe this game should speak for itself, and I will show you guys a little bit of it. A lot of people complained about the voice acting in this game. I think in the anime, the voices were, a lot of them were kind of kiddie, very childish sounding. Mega Man sounds pretty childish. If you know Mega Man, honestly, this is not going to be anything groundbreaking, even if you've never seen this game. The series, in a lot of ways, the series never hugely reinvented itself. If it was a numbered game, Mega Man, and you know, they changed when they got to X. They did other spin-off series, but the core games themselves are all pretty similar. So like previous Mega Man games, all right, want to make sure the video was stopped. Like previous Mega Man games, there's a paper, rock, scissors element to it where you have to basically, you know, go at the beginning. You might not know which bosses. Back it up a bit. You start off with just kind of your basic weapon, if you will, but by going and defeating a boss, you get to take their power up from them. That power up is going to be you know, super effective, or at least more effective on certain bosses. So there's kind of like Pokemon or paper, rock, scissors. There's absolutely that there's that principle of one weapon is going to be really good against at least one boss, and you know, it's a matter of like trying to figure out an order that works for you. But yeah. Actually, that's a great question, Fireball. So, Mega Man X came out for the Super Famicom, and there were, I think, 3 titles for these, you know, Super Nintendo or Super Famicom. So, this was a return to the main series after having not done that for a while. After having some detours in Mega Man X, this was a return to form with the with a numbered Mega Man game. Yeah. That's interesting about Rockman and Forte, or Rockman and Bass, right? As it came to the North America. That's funny. That's great context there. That was put on Super Nintendo after people complained that 8 was not a Super Nintendo game. Yeah. Recycled some 8 designs and concepts, but it was its own game. Interesting. Yeah. And I only just learned recently that was a. That game was even originally on Super Famicom, because I had Mega Man and Bass for Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance. But yeah, yeah, mood breaks. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, well, Mega Man fans, we do like to argue, so I love it. But yeah. One interesting departure that some people didn't like about this game was that in most Mega Man games, once you got to the second game and beyond, you would have 8 robot masters, you know, like 8 bosses, and you could go to any of those 8 stages at the beginning. But to my understanding, this game split that up into 4. There's like an introductory stage, and then you get to choose between 4 robot masters or whatever, bosses, and then you do kind of like a mid-stage or mid-game stage, and then you do 4 more. Interesting. So 7 actually, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I've looked at doing 7 because I do own that one now. So it was 7 that introduced the 4, then 4. So not the departure had already been made. Thank you. That's a good correction. I've tinkered a bit with 7, and I've over at a friend's house, and I do own it now. I'd love to get to that sometime. But yeah, thank you. Ayatin is one of our resident Mega Man aficionados around here, so these guys got to keep me honest, man, because I know the high level stuff, but I get the details wrong. Nonetheless, 27 years ago, happy birthday to you, Mega Man 8. It's kind of a controversial title amongst the fans, but hey, it came out. We're celebrating it, and yeah. There was some early imagery from this game. I meant to get you guys a picture, but that crab boss. I as a kid, I saw that crab boss, and I just thought like, oh, this looks great. It was so colorful. It almost just looked like a box of crayons on the screen. They had some really interesting style. Aesthetics to this game, I think. And maybe it hits for some, but not for everybody. But yeah, that was some early imagery, was that crab boss, you know. All right, enough about that. I already spoiled it. 26 years ago, 1080 Snowboarding came out for the Nintendo 64 in Japan. And I've talked about this one somewhat recently because it came out on the Nintendo Switch Online a while back. We covered it during a good old days session. So yeah, 1080 snowboarding. I don't know how many of you have gotten around to this game, but it's a really fun one. This was the North American box art. Game would come out a little bit later in the US. Let me see if I've got a date for you. 1080. Nope, I thought I would just go off the cuff for this one, I guess. So yeah, 1080 snowboarding. The North American version came out a little bit later, but yeah, a very interesting game. It was simultaneously kind of arcadey, but also went for some elements of simulation. I mean, like very light simulation, but that is to say, your characters can do tricks and things, but overall the game kind of it kind of kept it, you know, it didn't, like, things didn't necessarily grow to this huge fantastical level. There's a couple silly boards that you get, including one that looks like a penguin, stuff like that, but you know, you're not like hitting boosts, you're not getting power-ups, things like that. You're doing snowboard racing and or tricks, you know, a couple of gameplay styles that you can do to this or for this game. And if you guys want to see it, I'll show you the intro to this as well, with a funny song. Also a Tommy Hilfiger sponsorship for this game, which I always thought was crazy. Oh, I guess I have the oh, you know what? Sorry you're missing this amazing music. Why aren't you hearing the music, though? 1 second. That's why you're not hearing it. Let's restart this puppy. 1 second. Rockin'. All right. Well, you saw the beginning, but basically, honestly, I don't have to reset anything, but yeah. Okay. All right. I need to put this in context for you. I really feel like this is, for Nintendo, an attempt at it, like a counterpunch to years of Sega and then PlayStation positioning themselves as the cool kids console. You know, I really feel like that comes through. Sorry, the video's a bit of a mess. I thought I trimmed it up some, but apparently not. But yeah, fight. So I really think that this game, in some ways, was kind of an attempt for Nintendo to kind of do a bit of punching back, to say, at least with this intro in this song, to say like, hey, we can be cool too, you know. And yeah, the song had that rockin' fight, 1080 that is compressed to hell and back. But it's a cool game. It's a very smooth game too. I feel like once you get good at the gameplay, it could be pretty fun to play. And again, it's a mix of arcadey and then a bit of a simulation too. But yeah, I like 1080. I haven't played it much in adulthood, so maybe I wouldn't quite like it as much. But honestly, I think it sort of set the tone for snowboard games. It beats the shit out of Snowboard Kids 1 and 2. Cool Boarders as well. I think 1080 was the best of that generation, the absolute best snowboarding game, and I think you can throw it up there with some of the like Tony Hawk stuff too. You do there are the race. There's like a few different gameplay styles. I won't get into it too much, but there is racing, and then there's also kind of like free like trick style, you know, where you're just trying to score points off of tricks, including a big half pipe, couple big half pipes that are just a lot of fun. So yeah. But yeah, I'll just say it one more time. Happy birthday to 1080 Snowboarding 26 years ago, back in 1998. We salute you. And you can get this one on the Nintendo Switch Online, the expansion pack, if you have the 64 expansion. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Give it a shot sometime. You might like it. Oh yeah, that is it for 1080. And that's it for the good old days. We covered 5 games, and honestly, I think I did it at an okay clip. Sometimes I get a little bogged down, but I hope I did all right. Hey, dude, it's a lot of turning this element on, this picture up. I'm getting better at it. I mean, that's progress, you know. There's a lot of clicking, man. A lot of elements to this. All right. With that being said, let's move on from the good old days. Let's come crashing into the present. I got a little gamer news for you. Oh, man. I had to take a sip of coffee for this one. You might have seen the news. PlayStation is cutting around 900 plus staff worldwide. About 8% of its entire workforce. So 8% of their workforce getting laid off. Woo. Specifically PlayStation 2, not just Sony. And I gotta admit, when I saw this news, I found it pretty disturbing, honestly. I don't take any joy in this, even as much of a Nintendo fanboy as I've been over the years. You know, young me might have been really happy to see this news, but I think I'm a little unnerved seeing this at this point. It's got me kind of on edge. I saw this on Reddit too, just at press time, just before we were about to start. I saw this picture here of the outgoing CEO, visiting one of the offices that it closed, the London office, and I guess 6 days before it closed, he came around and everybody got their photos and stuff. Now that guy's on the way out, and one of the last things he did on the way out was send an email about the layoffs and everything. So it's tough stuff, man. You know, very serious real world repercussions, and folks losing their jobs, and dark stuff. We're going to get into a quote from this story here. This was from that outgoing CEO. He said, "We need to deliver on expectations from developers and gamers and continue to propel future technology in gaming. So we took a step back to ensure we are set to continue bringing the best gaming experiences to the community."
No good.
So he blamed it on the gamers here. Blamed it on us, basically. Tried to do it subtly, but nah, there's a little bit of blame for us, I think, if you read between the lines. As I continue to read the story, though, this one really stood out to me. This is the last quote I'll pull from it. A separate statement from Sony Interactive Europe, SIE, also confirmed that Insomniac Games, Naughty Dog, Guerrilla, and PlayStation's technology, creative, and support teams will also be impacted by a reduction in workforce. I found this to be really sad. There's a couple of really huge franchises on there, including one that I'm going to get into in just a second. I'm having my doubts about this, but no, I'm absolutely right. Naughty Dog, when I saw that, I had to look something up. Naughty Dog, when I saw this, I was like, dude, Naughty Dog, Insomniac Games. I know these are some huge studios. Instantly came to mind Crash Bandicoot when I saw Naughty Dog. And I want to tell you why this unnerves me. Okay, I'm going to play a video for you guys from Crash Bandicoot. Many people's introduction to Crash Bandicoot. In fact,
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Pack up your stuff. I got a little surprise for you here.
Okay, so there's a whole lot going on already. We got a commercial that started. Sorry for the graphic. This was up on the screen when it began. It's clear now. But right off the bat, you've got Crash Bandicoot, this new character. We didn't know who the fuck this guy was. Keep in mind, he's in a mascot outfit. He's walking around with a bullhorn, and he has shown up to none other than the Nintendo headquarters. So Naughty Dog, you know, inventors of Crash Bandicoot, the first salvo fired in the console wars of that generation. Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, right? The first shots of the war being fired right in this video that you're seeing. Let's just let it play out, then I'll talk about it.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Pack up your stuff. I got a little surprise for you here.
Check it out. What do you think about that? We got real-time, 3D, lush organic environments. How's that make you feel, buddy?
Feel a little like your days are numbered?
I'm gonna have to ask you to
Do
leave.
you hear that, Mario?
Is that Italian?
No, Bandicoot. It's an Australian name.
Also, subtle way of telling the North American audience what a bandicoot is there at the end, with the security guard asking if that name is what do you say, Italian? And he says no, it's Australian. So yeah, I feel like that was a nice way to make sure we the audience could feel smart with that information, that many of us had no idea what a bandicoot was, because at least the people around me, we were kids. So you've got Naughty Dog, the folks that brought us Crash Bandicoot, and again, the studio that fired the first shots in that particular console war. You've got these guys getting a bunch of them getting laid off. The studio is not in good shape after all this. It's got me upset. Now, I served 2 tours in the console wars. I absolutely got it twice. I've been a Nintendo fanboy pretty much my whole life, but got made fun of heavily by the Genesis kids in the Super Nintendo era, and then again in the next generation, all the Sony kids. You know, had a kid try to beat me up at church because I told him the Nintendo 64 was better. And you know, I guess for speaking your mind, that's what you get, you know, and for being correct. All that aside, though, I want to stay neutral as much as I can. I don't understand why there aren't more people talking about this, man. And it just worries me because nobody likes war. The console wars, they had their casualties. It was not good. And I don't lightly sit here and talk about how, well, maybe during the console wars things were better. That's not easy to say. I'm only doing a thought experiment here. But I can't help but think, though, that as terrible as war is, you gotta think about some of the innovations that come out of conflict, right? Some of the funding, some of the inventions that come out of a war being fought. Think about the moon landing, right? We wouldn't have been on the moon if it hadn't been for the Cold War. America and Soviet Union in a space race put a person on the moon eventually. Cold War sucks. It's cool that we got to the moon, right? Synthetic rubber, jet engines, blood transfusions. These are all things that came out of warfare, inventions or you know, new technologies that came out of war. War sucks. War is hell. But there is a positive side to it, I guess. And again, as a veteran of 2 console wars in the 90s, I don't like seeing Naughty Dog on that list. I don't like seeing them being one of these studios that's on its way out. It doesn't feel good. All right? It doesn't fire me up. But I'll tell you this, guys. Another console war pops off, the last thing you're going to be worried about are layoffs. That's the last of our worries. Okay? We get another big console war like what we had a couple times in the 90s. These companies are going to be increasing their budgets. They're going to be hiring more. They're going to be bringing more studios in. They're going to be bringing third-party studios in under their wing. You're not going to have the entire London office getting shut down. PlayStation's going to be, you know, trying to project their power all across the world. So again, I don't do this lightly, and I'm not calling for a war. I don't want this thing to go hot. We don't want another console war. But a Cold War could be good for business. And I feel for these folks that got laid off. And maybe a cold console war, you know, the threat of it always going hot. The threat, it just always looming on the distance. Total annihilation. Maybe it can happen, maybe it won't. But it's always looming off in the distance. That's when these companies get their shit straight. They hire more workers, they expand, and we, the consumers, benefit. So just something to think about. Again, none of this is easy to say. I got my battle scars, but what do we do? What is our recourse at this point? We got folks getting fired, and these companies are going down the tubes. I don't know. I'm not saying I want it, but if another console war got started, maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing. Just something to think about. Yeah. All right, we'll turn now to something not quite as impactful, but something that actually touches on a story we're going to get to later. On Friday, I want to talk a little bit about Epic Games. I want to talk about similar game companies. I've been here before. I'm back on that Fortnite tip. We're not going to talk about this one too much, but I just wanted to throw this at you in advance of Friday. This news came out today that Fortnite game developer Epic Games was hacked by a newish collective of hackers and whatnot. The ransomware gang. They claim to have nearly 200 gigs of Epic Games internal data, including source code and payment information. And of course, they have, they're trying to get their, they've put a price on it, and Epic can pay that price, supposedly, and have the information released. This is a developing story, though. I think we'll get to it a little bit on Friday. But I just wanted to put a bug in your ear about this one because this story we're getting to on Friday, I think, I don't know. These two things tie together. I can't help but think that they're unrelated. But, all right. Last but not least, I want to flip to one more story here. You might have seen this one. I caught this one on Reddit this morning. One hell of an update, that's a quote, makes Doom playable on the Husqvarna Automower. I'd never seen that term. I'd never was never familiar with this company. I only was able to understand what an automower is by deduction, by understanding some prefixes. I don't have a yard. I don't have a yard to cut. I don't have a lawnmower. I wouldn't need one. But if I did have one, I would want that thing to have Doom on it. And apparently that's what these folks down at Husqvarna have done. And they put Doom. They put Doom on their system, on their auto mowers. Thought this was pretty crazy. I've got a launch video if you guys would like to see this. Just give me 1 second.
Years since its initial unleashing. Doom returns.
It's back, baby. Doom never left.
This time, in your backyard. Prepare to mow down the legions of hell.
Fuck yeah.
Doom Husqvarna. Playable on Husqvarna robotic lawnmowers. Worldwide release April 2024.
Very cool that they got the literal spawn of Satan to do the voiceover for that ad there. Very cool. Yeah, so Husqvarna, right? These auto mowers, which, by the way, in the comments, everyone was like, I had no idea it was pronounced that way. These mad lads have gone and put Doom on their auto mowers, their automatic lawn mowing machines, if you will. Now, as usual, the good folks over on Reddit did not actually click the link. It seems many of them didn't, because if they had, they would have noticed the markets that it said it's available in. And I squinted, I looked all over the place, and I didn't see United States. I didn't see Canada. I don't see Mexico. So no Northern American representation here, you know? And again, like I said, kind of surprising, I guess, that the Reddit, at least the first couple comments didn't pick up on this. But yeah, it hasn't come to North America. So any of you trying to invest in an auto mower, I think you're kind of out of luck, or at least one that can play Doom, which would probably be the best auto mowers. And if they're not going to put this thing in North America, I'm calling on John Deere tractors to get this shit figured out. I want Doom, not just on these giant, you know, harvesters or combines or whatever. I want it on the little rinky-dink riding lawnmower too that your grandma has. We need to find a way to make these things backwards compatible. I mean, the game Doom's been out forever. It can't be that tough. But I'm just saying, if anybody from John Deere, or I was trying to think of some of the other big lawnmower companies, and I remember them, but I'm from like the Southeast. John Deere is, for some people, like built into their identity, you know? And that's just my go-to lawnmower when I need to think of one. And I'm going to call on them. You know, I'm going to call on them to get this figured out. It seems like there's a big open market here in North America to put Doom on your lawnmower. So John Deere's got to get their shit straight. They need to get this figured out. And I think if they do, they've got some money on their hands. And if they can't do Doom, I'm thinking, like, if, you know, if there's some kind of copyright or you know, exclusive contract or something with Husqvarna, I'm thinking they get Duke Nukem or maybe even Dark Forces, a game we talked about earlier, Star Wars Dark Forces. Those would be great substitutes. But, yep, hope you're listening, John Deere. You need to get on that ASAP. Otherwise, Husqvarna is going to open up here in the North American market, and they're going to eat your lunch, dude. Who's riding this fucking thing? Where to go? Who's riding this if it doesn't have Doom? You know, knowing that there's another mower out there that has Doom. So it seems like a no-brainer, but I'm not a business major or anything, so I'll leave that to them. But that wraps us up for today's gamer news and our good old days. That's all we got. So I think with that being said, I might just take a short break. Just a quick BRB, and then when I get back, let's do some gaming. I beat Diddy Kong Racing, so we got to pick something else. Maybe Star Fox 64. But I'm going to take a little break to get that set up, if I may. This could take a few minutes, but when we get back, let's do some gaming. All right? All right, guys, I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys back here in just a bit. Thanks for hanging out for our gamer news and good old days. That's always a good time. BRB. Ayo, Parvination, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys are good. Man, I'm enjoying the stream. Also, during the break, I realized I was absolutely melting down. I was a sweaty man. And we're about to play a game that's gonna probably earn even more perspiration. Show you guys what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little Star Fox 64. It's kind of been my usual bonus game lately, I gotta admit. It's funny, the font on the Japanese version. I love the katakana part, but the where it's written out in Romaji, Star Fox 64. It looks so corny. It's like such a bad italicized font. You should look up the Japanese box art for this game. Actually, this is, I guess, the cartridge art. I think the box may be different, but I wonder if it has that font. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Sorry, I died.
All right, let's give it a shot. Probably gonna have to adjust the audio. Too low. Just taking a look at the levels here, trying to make sure I got the audio. I think maybe that works. Cool. Shit, at this point, might as well watch it. That feels good, man. I was just telling my partner, she was about to go into another meeting, but I came out, I was just like, you know, feeling good. Diddy Kong Racing is done, at least as done as it's probably going to be for now. Yeah, so Fireball, yeah, we did unlock TT. We beat the final boss, you know, for like a second time. And, yeah, he still laughed at us in the credits. So we got that going for us. And then it does unlock an Adventure 2 mode after that in the menu if you create another file. And you're basically going back through the whole game, but instead of golden balloons, they look sort of platinum or disco balled out. And I think it's like a mirror mode sort of version. So one could say we're finished, or they could say we're, you know, halfway through. And I guess they'd be correct.
Wow, so cool.
It brings up a controversial topic, mirror modes. You know, maybe I need to write that down. That is something that gets the people going. Some folks are happy to get anything else that resembles new racing or a slightly different race. But then others, not so much. Skip. All right. Dude, this feels good. I need to, actually, I do need to change the title over on YouTube. Sorry, guys, I forgot to do that. I want to film some, I want to record some footage of just this scene here, because as you can see, the planets are moving. Like they absolutely do, you know, move around. If you leave it for a bit, the camera will kind of drift for quite a bit. And Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I would love to just have some captured footage of just this, you know? Have that, maybe have that as like a desktop background or something. Oh, it's so beautiful. All the pixels, man. I love it.
Well, bring out the gimp.
My cord management is out of control. As in terrible, non-existent. Good luck. All right. This is cool. I don't know, it feels good. Glad that I did what I want to do in Diddy Kong. We could pick another 64 game to play. And still have Mega Man X looming in the near future. I'm really, really excited about that one. We got to get on the... I haven't played the Super Famicom in a while. I think the last game we did was... Sorry, I'm talking over the anime dialogue here. We did Yoshi's Story. I think that was the last thing I played on the Super NES. Oh, missed that one. Alright, let's do this. I may do a couple resets. I love this game. It's the perfect mix of just being, you know, arcadey. The levels aren't too long. It's really fun. Definitely rewards, you know, repetitive and multiple playthroughs. Get him. Oh, I missed that one, didn't I? Ah! Oh, terrible. What was I doing? I never chase out to the right back there. That I might reset. Stop. I should just reset. Do a hard reset. Skip. Oh man, let's do that.
Oh frick, oh frick.
Skip, skip, get me into the dip. Let's go, come on. To start the game, you have to cause a giant explosion on Corneria. You know, it's kind of sad. It's makes it hard to hit that A button, you know? Don't do it so casually. Next time you hit that A button, realize, like, you're kicking this off, you know? And just understand the responsibility that comes with that to try to get a medal on every level. You can always reset, though, if you screwed up, you know? Alright, here we go. It's really fun watching someone who knows what they're doing with this game, because I'm doing worse. I missed that power up too. What was I doing? I think That's funny. I think there's some playthroughs when I don't even generate that power up at the beginning, or close to the beginning. Jeez, getting really reckless. Ayo, Wednesday night. Hitting the reset button. I want a good run. I'm trying to get on the scoreboard. You play the game to win.
He's got a hot hand!
Listen!
Good luck.
All right, here we go. Yeah, of course it gives you that power up right there. Yeah, I think I often just miss it because I get too excited, like going over to the left. But yeah, I think if you get all those, yeah, just gives you that laser enhancement. I definitely remember the first several times playing this game being at a Walmart. Having to really strain my neck to just to see, because they had it on this like extremely they had it on a TV that was like way up on a shelf, like top of one of their huge like merchandising shelves. Come on. Oh, missed it. I think I'm, well, let's see. No, I'm doing alright. Better than last time, I think. I put a couple shots into him. Sorry about that, Falco. Might be. Get this guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Better stay alive, Falco. I like going the like hard pathway. I don't know, it's fun. I think I was watching a like combined speed and score run. It was like you had to score maybe 3,000 plus or something, and then it's speed run based. But like, come on, get it. Stole his guy. He's all pissed off. Oh, I should have waited for all of them. Eh. I was blown away by the rumble pack. I know it seems so simple, but like I think as a kid playing this game and then having the rumble pack, I feel like it really was such a good tech demo for that. And the rumble pack worked at a great intensity in this game. I wish I had one. Gosh. And I know that there's some like mods that you can do where you can like get power from the controller. Which sounds cool. Because then you don't have to replace the batteries.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man.
Okie dokie. Moving on to the next level. This one can... I feel like it can be really frustrating because it's got a whole bunch of enemies, but they can be hard to get. I'm also confused about this opening too. There's some... They show so many enemies, but I'm not sure if you can get them. Shh. That NBA Jam one's getting a little too... It needs some more sounds. Nervous laugh. I need my soundboard. Alright, like this part. Like, can these guys be gotten? I know this can. But like, what about all these mechs flying? Shit. I think I could have got some of those that were like going to the left just now, but... Shit. Man. Didn't do the best on that first wave. I was missing some coming towards me, but it's okay. Come on. Come on, get his ass. Ah, that was unnecessary. All good. I want to stay up here. It's a lot of bombs, but that's okay. We'll have a level where we can get a bunch more in a little bit, so that's cool. Sorry, I get totally sucked into this game. It's so fun. I love the atmosphere. I just forget I'm even streaming when I play this, which is fun, you know? It's a feeling I need to get more of. Okay, I am abusing the bombs. I gotta chill out on that. Spamming the bombs, man. Come on. That would have been a good place for coming up to some other good spots for bombs, yeah. I do have a good, decent score, more than what I have sometimes at this point, but... Okay. Man, wasn't a great screen at the end, but that's okay. Thank you guys for hanging. Happy Wednesday. I'm just doing a celebratory Star Fox 64 run. We finished Diddy Kong Racing, so yeah, man, feels good. Hey, come here. Shit. Bye-bye. Got away from me. English version. Don't potty just yet. Alright, here we go. Get him. Why are you doing that? That was a good... Could have finished him there. Come on. I didn't mean to bomb him. That's funny. Oh well. Bye-bye. Alright. Some of these... I can change the name here. Bada bing, bada boom. Moving on to the level 3 aquas. Man, chill stream tonight. That's coffee. Do not need that right now. Yeah.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Bring out the gimp. This vehicle right here, the GIMP. Slippy's creation. Perfect for exploring the depths. Let's do it. Get the starfish. Exploding starfish. Oh, son of a bee. What am I missing? We're like I'm at a weird angle. Hit that mother. Did you still? Damn, man. Gotta remember to fire too, like... I think I missed out on some big points back there, because I could have been blasting them too, you know? Do the torpedo plus lasers. That's the winning combo. Destroy the columns. Points, baby. That's what it's all about. Come on, get him. There we go. Get him. Wow, there's so many. Jeez, dude. Ah! Get him. Get it. Oh, shit. Oh man, I really need to get some gold rings, huh? We don't have the extended life. Blow up the rocks. Come on. Ouch. Never give up. Trust your instincts, man. Come on. You got this. Hold together, Fox. What we got? Okay, come on. Oh, I thought I got this one already. Come on. Ah, damn. All right, well, we'll get a medal, but this isn't my best run at Aquas, because we'll get the medal before we're done, I think. Just need 11 more points. See what's up. This has been a really fun boss fight lately that I think I'm like... Come on. No, don't do that. I'm not trying to do that. Stop. I'm trying to hit these things. Just bragging about how this was becoming easier. All good. Get that. No. Stay up there. Yeah. All right. Come on. Come on. Nice. This fight's so fun. Like, there's a timing to it that, I don't know. I don't even think I have it all the way, but that last portion is really fun. If you time it just right, the eye, you can basically hit the eye as soon as it opens. Love this game, man. I need to get some graphics to keep track of this. That'd be good. This is one of the I don't know how often I could manage to pull that off, but yeah. You know, like a score counter or something. Alright. 3 levels, 3 medals. Star Fox is back, baby.
He's got a hot hand!
Burp City. Alright, what's next? Zonus. We're going to Zonus. I wish I had more bombs. I think they just give me the one that I had previously, but I don't know. If they do, that's disgusting, because you would think that, you know, he could get the, get rearmed back on the ship, you know? Come on. Oh, sorry, no bombs. That's right. Silly bee. That's okay. Sometimes, man, sometimes, get these fucking... Oh, I hate these guys. Man, doing bad. This is a high-scoring level. We might take a dip on this one. Just I overused bombs. I thought I got one just now. Did I miss it? Damn. Sorry, Slippy. Dude, what are you doing? Missing out on all these shrimp too. I used one of the bombs, no way! Slip the B button. Gato. We got this. Slippy, get the hell out of the way, dude. Love the music in this level. Oh, let's help her out. Kind of forgot about that for a second. Got a little too into getting points and knocking out searchlights. Come on. Thank you. Oh, man. Shoot, man. Oh, I missed a bunch of stuff on the ground back there. Damn. I usually use a bomb in that spot too. I feel like I'm sort of out of sorts. Let's do this. Sort of out of sorts. Ooh, girl. What you doing? Really don't want to spend a whole lot of time underwater. Oh, we already have a missing shrimp. We just missed one. That's okay. It means that we won't get a medal, but which, you know, I know that I said that was the stated goal, but it's cool because we're gonna go to the level we're gonna go to anyway, even though we just missed out on the objective. We're just doing score. Oh shit! Oh yeah. Just gotta just weirdly position and didn't forgot that was coming. All right, let's try that again. All right, here we go. Come on. There you go. Just gonna collect some bombs for a second. Oh, I had to wait a second, I think. Yeah. All right, not bad. That's gonna get, I think that 250 would have been the medal. It's still not a great score, but yeah. It's all good. Thank you guys for hanging. I don't know where our score's at. We're not, I haven't just like totally gone crazy on any level. And that Zonus was probably quite short of what it normally would be. Gotta either make that up somewhere, or that's just a big chunk taken out. I think we can still get on the scoreboard. Let's see what's up though. Oh, we have 784. And, yeah, I don't know how much is left, but... Let's do it.
Now you're playing with power.
No, man, damn it. Okay, well, I did manage to get it, but took a bomb. Oh, man. I still let it out, too. I think each of these counts as a kill. Alright, we need some more bombs. I took a bunch out. Sorry, cat. Get out of the way. How's my team? Alright, we're looking good. Alright. Nice. Oh, get him. Oh shit, that was definitely not what I was trying to do. Oh, blow that. Oh, man, damn. I think I missed a bunch of stuff over here. Stressed out playing games. Got the Star Fox tension. All right. Ouch. Come on. Alright, so far so good. I love this level. It's probably one of my favorites in the game. Yeah. Gotta hit the switches. Would you please kill something? Damn, dude. We didn't miss one, did we? Ouch. And we're good. Sweet. Let's do it. Get out of here, dude. Oh shit. Okay. That got really close. I was nervous. Ooh.
The power is Nintendo.
I remember thinking the tank looked really cool, this like behind view, that honestly the whole thing, like just But yeah, I love this like machinery view, this view from behind. I think the R-Wing has kind of a similar thing. It looks sort of like the paneling in a, like back at the Great Fox or something. It's not just a few polygons to me. It's enough polygons. That's all that matters.
So sorry I died.
Moving on. Thanks, Nick. Yeah. Arigato. All the polygons you need. Whoa. Well, yeah, where are you gonna add those polygons? Come on. We saw them add a few more polygons for the GameCube games, and it's a mixed bag. I think I'm also just used to an amount of scuzziness from this system, having grown up on it and playing at times on an RF switch, other times, you know, nothing better than a composite, you know, so yeah. I don't know if it's like the, I'm trying to remember which sub it is. Let me pause for a second. I'm trying to remember which sub it is, but there's one that, yeah, they always talk about that. People are like, first off, like some of them aren't using an upscaler of any kind, but even the ones who do, there's like, oh, like, hey, I'm using component cables, like, but is this as good as it looks? And, you know, I guess maybe RGB looks even better. I don't know what people do, you know. Oh shit! Don't kill me, mines. Mind your own damn business. Oh shit. Oh, I'm just ramming everything. That's a good way to lose a wing, pilot. I think this guy turns on Falco in a second, doesn't he? Yeah. Jed, and I turned on him too. Come on, baby, let's go. Maybe I shouldn't have used the Great Fox. I think they sniped some of your kills. Rob64 is up there like, ha ha ha. Alright, this is, everybody has a meltdown in this level. Every one of our, like, wingmates. And I have a meltdown, I'm sure, at some point, too. Damn, I need to be, like, getting something. This isn't. These capital ships. Shit. I don't know what to aim for in some of those sections. Shoot. Just like that, he was out of bombs. No, get out of this view, get out of this view. Shit. This is terrible, man. Ah, so frustrating. Get this guy, dude. Thank God. I need a bomb. Oh, Slippy's down. I missed that. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, shit, dude. I got distracted. Wanted to get that last kill. So yeah, that's why it was red. We had the medal, and then I let Slippy pass away.
The power is Nintendo.
Oh, no energy bar, man. No HP. That was Slippy's specialty. Come on, get it. Well, you know, what can we do? We can only focus on ourselves. Slippy went and got himself killed. Trying to be a hero, you know. Get him. Get his ass. Like that. First round. It's favorable swings of the tentacles. May the swing of the tentacles, may they ever be in your favor against this boss. Get the balls. There we go.
Now you're playing with power.
Slippy, you there?
So sorry I died.
That's okay, man. Could have used you in the last battle.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Star Wolf coming out like.
Yeah, what up, Council?
Oh, sorry, Pep. I knocked the shit out of Peppy. That was not good. Let's get him. All right, Peppy, where are you? Oops, we're about to collide. I'm trying to hurry, Pep. How about that, Peppy boy? Do the old brake turn on his ass. Come on. Damn it. Oops, did not mean to use me last bomb. Hopefully we don't need him. Come on, son of a bee. Dude, okay. I'm gonna have to get with this because I want to get full points here. I gotta stop with the charge shots on these guys. It doesn't do... Come on, man. There we go. Alright, we only have a limited time to try to get this one. Come on. There we go. Alright, here we go. About to beat this game. Oh, man. I love these repeating textures here. It's so funny. I don't know. I don't know a good way. This one's not a good way. Good way if you need a repair. We don't. First form down. Oh shit, I'm about to get caught by the brain. Oh my god, stupid. That's okay. We're right at the end. We can beat this stupid brain. Come on, disappear like you do, you stupid brain. Alright, we got this thing, come on. Repetitive. I need to quit with the bomb. Okay, that's gonna not feel good. Everything score-wise is pretty much locked in at this point, though, so... Alright, turn around and beat this guy's ass. Come on, do your flip. All right, got the full credit. Almost done. Thank you guys for chilling. This has been fun. Be interested to see where this one ranks. For me, talking PBs here, nothing else. All right. Almost done here. Got a broken wing. Oopsie daisy. Fox, don't die on me now. 2 broken wings. Take these broken wings. Learn to fly again. Follow your dad. So if you hit the wall again, you will likely die in a fiery inferno. Don't hit the... Ah! This, having both the tips of your wings blown off, it really seems to fuck up the physics. It's crazy.
Wow, so cool.
We did it.
So sorry I died.
Radio silence from Slippy. At least Slippy's okay. I love the okay, you know. He'll be in the next mission. But unfortunately, we're at the end of the game. Thanks, Nick. Such a fun game, man. I feel like it's a fun one to watch, too.
No good.
Koji Kondo, too, just totally in the pocket at this point. You know. I think, you know, I don't know. This cat is scratching at the door. Just a couple generations of games worth of him just, I feel, getting the most he could out of that that system, you know, and for the limitation set, really just wrangling up the amazing soundtracks. Total earworms. And moving music too, you know. Symphonic orchestra. Come on. I love this game. What can I say, man? I'm not afraid to say it. It's not gonna work. Oh. Okay. I love Peppy at parade rest, you know. Oh shit, the controller. Man. It was totally worth sneaking in, you know, opening up the presents prior to Christmas and seeing that I was getting this game. I was blown away. I was so excited. Honestly, I was so pumped that when I opened it, I think I was just able to channel that. I was, as a kid, not a good liar, you know. Often would tell on myself, usually, you know, but like, yeah, it was, I was so stoked. I was just able to channel that and pretend that, you know, I never knew it was coming. My cat wants to make an appearance, I think. Let's see what's up. I'm trying to do the stream here. We're live. Oh no, the door's shut behind you. Oh dear. I better leave. Come here.
The power is Nintendo.
Come here. Oh, she's trying to get out. Rank in. All right, let's see where we got. See what we got. 1524. Man, people score 3,000 plus, I think, on that one that I was watching. And they're doing, you know, they're doing speed runs on top of that. 3,000 minimum hit. 9th place. On the board, you know, on the board, and tied with 8th. And so there you go. I'll take it. It's getting tight through there, huh? Yeah, 28, 20, 25, 24. Cool. All right. Well, that means I have at least some level of consistency. But yeah, it's you're right though. I shouldn't rest on that. I got to step that up, you know. Let's see where my biggest failures were. Area 6. I wasn't lights out on, huh? Let's see. $358 seems to be... Dude, I love 358 on Area 6, don't I? 358, 358, 358. I think I even saw some others. 362, 371, 348. So I was lights out. One that's 373. I liked it. It was kind of otherwise a crappy run, but I went lights out on Area 6 previously. Yeah, not a good run. Can step it up on every level, honestly. Yeah. And I need to, I don't know, maybe someday I will finally take the step of learning to do the like unlocked charge shot and, you know, I don't know, just wreck ass in this game. I know that that's what takes it up a notch, but yeah, it seems hard. It seems difficult. But yeah. All right, cool. Well, guys, I'm gonna head to the schedule. I think I'm gonna call it on that. This was fun. Yeah, thank you guys for chilling. I really enjoyed Diddy Kong Racing. I think it may be time to move on. I am gonna think about it, but what I'm gonna do at the very least is I think when we come back Friday, we're gonna do some
Give me a hell yeah!
Pokemon Crystal. What's up, Cat? Welcome. I think when we come back on Friday, we'll do Pokemon Crystal. And we may come back to this game, do the, we could throw this into for a game like this, sort of a into the stream game, you know, or something else wraps up. Because yeah, I'd forgotten that there's a whole other half to this game that's like a mirrored version. Maybe it's not that important, but it's all good. We might move on, but in the meantime, I'll see you Friday for some Pokemon Crystal. We're very close to the end, so yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll see you next time. Adios. Have a good night. Thanks for coming through. I'll talk about it in the chat, Kat. It's Woo. All right, guys, have a good night. See you Friday.
The power is Nintendo. Now you're playing with power. Now you're playing with power.
So sorry I died.
Excellent.
Bring out the gimp.
Now you're playing with power.
Hey, at least I'm housebroken.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Speaking human to human, right? Speaking human to human, right?
Yeah, we're hearing that this is a big deal.
Thanks for coming out, guys. This rocks. A Wednesday, huh? Yeah, none of you motherfuckers have responsibilities, I'm guessing.
The Parvinator.